Yep. All right, ready?
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey guys, Matt here. We are back for the very last steak battle of 2024. We have Gavin Babcock in the house. Gavin, how are you doing?
Doing great. Doing great. Survived the holiday season.
Nice, nice. How many holiday parties did you have?
4 with about 5 different lunches of like meeting up with people.
Dang.
So
Dang, I
Yeah.
just had the 2. I had yours, and then I had my family. So we have 3 steaks tonight. Steak 1, steak 2, steak 3, all 3 different seasonings. 2 of them are brand new seasonings we've never had. I'll go into further detail about that. Gavin and I are also matching tonight.
there we go.
This was not planned at all, but we are matching like twins. Gavin, if you guys didn't know, was on the 2nd ever steak battle. So he is a veteran to steak battles.
Longtime vet.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into steak 1 here.
Oh, that was one you sniped it.
No,
You
it's
sniped
too
it.
slow, bro. Too slow. So Gavin, this last season, you had an injury with your elbow. What exactly did you have going on?
I had a slight tear in my common extensor tendon in my right forearm. I had no idea what it was like during the season. I just thought it was really bad tennis elbow, which I think that's basically what it is. But yeah, so I mean, that's why I had to miss Ledgestone and Ida Wild after coming back from Europe, because Europe was like the peak of just like my arm killing it. Kind of showed my finish from the Estonia tournament, and then just kind of gotten a really good routine of extensive warm up and icing my arm after, I mean, like probably for an average of like 15 minutes a night, and just my cooler. And yeah, had a good routine to kind of maintain throughout the year and snag a couple more solid finishes, but got a PRP shot in the arm at the beginning of November, and then been a very, very slow progression thus far, but been starting throwing and putting again a little bit. And it's crazy how fast the muscles kind of, after not throwing for like a month and a half, like how fast they kind of reset. And I went through yesterday, and like my shoulder sides and everything's so sore that I haven't felt in so long. So, but we should be good by the beginning of next year.
Yeah, yeah, I was just going to ask you that. So will you be ready by the Supreme Flight Open now? I guess that's what they're calling it now, which was the chess.com last year. Now it's the Supreme Flight Open. Will you be ready by then?
I should be. He said I should be good to start like throwing full shots into January, but I tried that yesterday, and I think probably take it a little slower, and hopefully with like 3 weeks out would be ideal, but hold off till like 2 weeks before Supreme Flight Open, and probably wait till then to throw completely full shots. But getting a good routine of just some kind of low percentage shots or power level, and then slowly work up from there.
Nice. All right, so we had steak 1. Let's go ahead and dive into steak 2 here.
Yep.
So over this last season, you went from, I think you were, what, around 40th ranked in the world?
Like 38.
38 ranked, up to, what, 14th in tour points
Yep.
by the end of the year. What do you attribute that, that pretty big jump in, almost 25 spots?
I mean, I really think the percentages, I don't think were anything higher, but I definitely think my putting this year was more solid. It's probably my best putting year I've had in a while. I always have a hard time trusting the stats. I think they even out over the course of the year, but sometimes they just get butchered. But I kind of figured out my putt and like understood my style a little more, and was able to kind of develop a little bit. I don't know, kind of just. I've always had a hard time with my nose down putt. I've always wanted to be a spin putter, but couldn't really ever produce a spin putt. And just getting more comfortable with seeing the putter above the basket, and trust that my nose down putt's just gonna, even in headwinds, drop. That was a very hard mental hurdle to get over. And then like 2 weeks before the season, I felt like I figured out my backhand. And then it wasn't as good as I'd like throughout the year, but 2 weeks before kind of like felt like things clicked and fixed like my early reach back for the most part, and had this like surplus of power that I hadn't had before. And then I just think lack of reps, like over the course of the season, it kind of like started referring back to old habits, especially with the arm thing, not being able to practice as much. But probably just the increased backhand accuracy, power, and then kind of figuring out my putt. My forehand's always been pretty solid, and just usually I don't really work on it. It just kind of tends to get better year after year.
Where do you place your forehand?
On tour?
Yeah. Are you top 10, top 5, top 3?
I'd like to think. I had a few tournaments last year where like my touch forehands were just terrible. And I think that's what's keeping me from getting into up there. I would say I'm a top 10 forehand player, but
Still solid.
but I'll never really shank a forehand, and it's really just like, for some reason I struggled with like 200 foot just like touch shots for a little bit this year, and gave up a handful of strokes there. So but yeah, probably right around there.
All right, so we've had stake 1, stake 2. Let's go ahead and dive into stake 3 here. So, like I said, you've moved up into 14th. What do you think it'll take for you to move up into top 10, maybe even top 5, and or to take home a win this year?
I mean, there's definitely things. I'd say my backhand is still the weakest part of my game. I mean, some weekends, if it's just off and it happens to be a tighter course, like I haven't played Northwoods Black good since like 2021, just because, I don't know, with my backhand that time of year, it seems to be just kind of funky, and then when you have to hit a line when things aren't feeling great. But yeah, working on some lower body stuff right now for just better footwork that will hopefully lead to a little more power, and accuracy is the main thing I'm looking for there. Yeah, and then just continue to, I've always tend to like take things a little too fast, and so practicing and stuff, I'm trying to commit to just going slow. And like right now, I'm not letting myself putt past like 20 feet until those just feel like I can't miss, and then we'll back it up from there. And same with throwing. While my throwing is getting back up to speed, and just probably pick like 250 feet and not throw past those. And I think it'll pay off in the long run, just if I can not mess up those little approaches or those little doink putts. I think over the course of the year, that'll be enough to sneak up in the top 10.
What are you looking forward to most next year?
I'll go Discmania Challenge. That'll be sick. Interested to see what that entails. If there's any cool little features kind of tagged along with that. But I think mainly Worlds being over in Europe. It's going to be cool to be a part of that. And I mean, those are like two of my favorite courses in the world. And I think that Europe stretch this year is going to be the best one yet that I've been a part of. So I'm looking forward to, I think, Worlds the most.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Worlds. I just applied for my passport,
Let's go.
so hopefully I get that soon. And then I don't know if Gannon told you, like, we might be going to China.
Oh, he did say something
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, it'd be like
The World Games or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so I think it's like right after Worlds. So that would be sick because I don't know when I'd ever go to China. But
Why would
I'm
you?
just right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Worlds or the European stretch because I've never been to Europe and it's be like 5 weeks over there, which will be sick.
I got one question for you. You attended quite a few events and were with us for a good amount of time on the road. What was your highlight this year of being out on the road?
I mean, I would say the highlight was probably USDGC and the Tour Championship. Just, obviously Gannon winning back to back there. I don't know if that was the most fun. I think, no, the highlight was the memorial staying at Rick's house.
That was sick.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just staying at Rick's house and just, everyone that's there and just, his house being this mansion that you just party house, whatever, good time. Obviously, I won that event. The weather was good. So that was probably my favorite thing that we did all year. Worlds was cool, just getting to Lynchburg was a pain in the butt, but going to Lynchburg, because they've never had any kind of pro tour event in Virginia before. So you could tell that it was a bunch of brand new people that have never been to a pro tour event. And that there was a lot of brand new fans that had never gotten to really see the pros. So that was really cool. Cool experience. And then obviously Isaac winning that was cool. I'd say the All-Star event was a huge flop. That was an event that I've always looked forward to every year. And this year it sucked. I heard they're not even having it before. I heard it's going to be December or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what Gannon was telling me. They're not having it before spring plate open.
Oh, so they're now moving it to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Interesting. And it'll still go off of this year's standings?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that would be weird to have a whole season and then...
Yeah. Or they just don't have one. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't make sense. So maybe they have one, and then they have another one. And I don't know. That's what Gannon mentioned.
Okay.
He doesn't know what he's talking about half the time, so who knows. All right.
Nerd.
Burn, idiot. Anyway, we had steak 1, steak 2, steak 3. What is your favorite?
I'm on steak 2.
Steak 2.
Steak 2's a favorite. 1 and 3 were about on the same level for me. I think... I was eating steak 3 last. I tried to redo that, but I'll probably go 2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1. Yeah, I'd probably have to say the same. So like I said, 2 of them are brand new steak seasonings that we've never had before. Katie Myers gave them to me at the team party as a present. So steak 1. All right.
Should be
All
back.
right, we're back.
Nice.
We'll have to do this quick. I think the camera overheated, so we'll have to do this quick. Steak 1 was this Southside Market smoked steak seasoning, premium smoked steak seasoning. Steak 2 was this Pride of Szeged, Szeged. I don't know how you pronounce that. Steak rub. World's
Sounds good.
best steak seasoning, yeah.
That one's really good.
Where's this out of? New Jersey? Yeah, this one was really good. And then the third steak was the ultimate steak and roast rub. Mm-hmm. So this was 2024 steak battles. I think I had like 20 steak battles this year.
That's impressive.
Some insane amount of steak battles.
You're going to have to one year do one, yeah, maybe next year, end of 2025, that you start at like 11:55 and goes into the new year.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that'd be a little bit of a pain, but
I'm usually asleep by then.
well, not for that.
I know Ty wants to do like a live steak battle. He really wants me to do one.
Is this not live, Ty?
No, like in person.
Oh,
At the Discmania challenge. I probably won't. But just because like I already have a bunch of steak battles lined up for the week. And then like I'm caddying during the day. And then to bring all my equipment and stuff. It's just a whole
yeah, that'd
thing.
make it long.
It's way too much work.
Yeah.
Ty always likes to try to volunteer me for stuff I don't want to do.
Burn.
Burn, Ty. Have fun on vacation. He's down on a cruise or in Florida or something right now.
Sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, sounds terrible. Well, there's kids running around, so probably. Anyway, I think I'm going to try to get Kimberly on next.
Nice.
She's been helping us out with all the videos. So hopefully have her on soon. Have some more people on this winter. Just because I'm not playing hockey, so I don't have anything to do this winter. So might as well just have some steak battles.
There you go.
All right, this was 2024 steak battle. If you guys watched all of my steak battles, leave in the comments which one was your guys' favorite, who I should have on for next year. If there's any steak seasonings I should try out, let me know, and we'll see you guys next year.